Hi, I'm Mae Ed Gooderham, one of the partners of Green & Co Accountants. Philip Hammond's delivered his first spring budget in 2017, and his last. There'll now only be an autumn statement each year. But how is this going to affect your business? With personal allowances increasing by £500, there will be some tax savings for employees, for self-employed, and for people on dividends as directors. But there's also a lot of bad news, unfortunately, especially for landlords. The new interest relief rules have come into place. The first year we got 25% of your interest won't get 100% deduction. And if you're a high rate taxpayer, this can cause you some big problems. There's also changes for self-employed people with their national insurance contributions increasing. But fortunately this is delayed for 1 year, so this won't kick in till April 2018. And then in 2019 it'll increase by another 1%. For businesses, there is a little bit of good news for companies. Corporation tax rate is coming down by 1% to 19%, which is great news. You're saving 1% of your tax. And in 2020, it's going to fall to 17%. And there's even talk, possibly it might go further, but we'll wait and see. There's changes to inheritance tax, which is also good news for some people. We now have a £100,000 housing band for your principal private residence, and that's per person. So if you're a couple, that's £200,000 your inheritance tax band's just increased by from April. Again, this wasn't announced because it's announced last year. So that's some good news, and that's going to carry on increasing over the next few years. So eventually by 2020, a couple will have £1 million inheritance tax allowance, which should take out most people in the area. In terms of changes coming up in the future years, we've got dividend tax, which has only just given us a £5,000 allowance. He's now reducing next year to £2,000. So people need to look at how that's going to affect them if they're running companies and what changes they need to make to their remuneration strategies. So in summary, personal allowances are increasing by £500 this year to £11,500, and by 2020 it'll be £12,500. Your basic rate band's increasing to £33,500 this year, so you can earn up to £45,000 the next tax year with no high rate tax. And by 2020 this will increase to £50,000. So these are good news. So in summary, the limited companies are going to be slightly better off with their 1% saving. Individuals should feel better this year with the saving in personal allowance and basic rate bands. But next year, self-employed are going to feel the pinch, dividends are going to feel the pinch, and landlords, I'm afraid, it's going to get worse and worse with the interest relief for the next 4 years.